Hey guys, it's Madison, and today is all about the importance of gender pronouns. Spoiler alert, I was wrong. So, welcome to the channel, everyone, and if this is your first time here, make sure you press the subscribe button down below. New videos are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I hope you don't want to miss any. So, the importance of gender pronouns and the fact that I was wrong. So, I've been saying all along in my videos that I realize people are going to make mistakes as soon as I cross over going full time, like especially people that I know and I see every day and who are used to, me presenting as male and, calling me he or using him or his. So I've said all along that I realize there's going to be mistakes and slip ups and that I'm okay with them. And to a certain extent, this is still true. There is going to be an adjusting period, but I really hope that people adjust quickly. Maybe that's just my wishful thinking, I don't know, but it's something that I'm hoping for. So I really didn't think that gender pronouns and, the fact that being misgendered was really going to bother me a lot. But I have a few stories, from some of my outings lately as female that kind of have been proving me wrong. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that today. And so the first example, the first time it actually happened to me, I went to the movies with my friend, and we stopped at the bar before we went in, to order a drink. And I ordered a glass of wine, and the bartender was, trying to make our drinks, and he realized that he was out of wine, or the kind that I'd asked for. So he goes away to go grab another bottle as another bartender was coming up and who was going to help with our orders. And he said, "Do you need help with the orders?" And he's like, "No, I have it. This guy over here wants wine." And it felt like I was being stabbed almost. Like I could feel it through my whole body, and I kind of just tensed up with the fact that this person had misgendered me, even though I was clearly presenting as female. I don't know. I was trying my best. I really don't know how I could be any more female than how I was that night, or how I present. It's kind of the best I can do right now, anyways. But it really bothered me with the fact that he had misgendered me, and I don't think that he caught himself either, because he didn't go to correct himself. He just went with it, and so to that person, I was a guy, and he used him or he. And, my preferred pronouns, for the record, are she, her, and hers. I identify as female, and those are the pronouns I wish to be called. But, yeah, for some reason, it bothered me a lot more than I thought it would. And I think the fact that I was misgendered while I was trying to present female is the part that bothered me the most. And it was something I hadn't experienced up until that point, so everything I'd said before was kind of irrelevant when I said, that it's not going to bother me, because I had no real life experience on that actually happening to me. So yeah, that was one example of, a time that it happened. So another example, and I'm not sure if I want to tell you guys this because the person I was with actually watches my videos and she means a great deal to me. So, please, if you're watching this, I know you're going to realize who you are. I'm not meaning this in a negative way at all, because I know that it was just an accident. But, when I went hair shopping last weekend and, I got my hair that you see here, we were in the store, and she's one of my oldest friends. She's one of my best friends. We're really close. And we were talking to the lady across the counter, trying to try on some different wigs and find something that worked for me. And I don't remember the exact context in which it happened, but she was talking to the lady across the counter, and she said, "Yeah, it's for him," or something along those lines. And once again, I had the same reaction. As soon as I heard it, I kind of just tensed up and froze. I started feeling like really hot, like, and kind of clammy all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure it was obvious to the lady across the counter that I am transgender and that I was born male. But still, it was, I felt it, and it was something that I'd always said that I wouldn't feel. And so that was kind of the second time that it happened to me. A lot of the other times, I don't know if it was misgendering, but I have had some problems where I went to go order a drink, and I would, they would ID me. I'm only 28, so I'm still kind of in that range where you get ID'd, and I would pull out my driver's license to show them, and my driver's license looks nothing like I do. And so they would stare at it, or they would argue with me over the fact that this wasn't me and I was like using someone else's driver's license. And I actually was not served a drink once because of this, because they just didn't believe me. And, I didn't feel like, pulling my hair off or something like that to be that dramatic to, prove my point. So I just left. I wasn't really sure what to do in that situation, so I just left. But on the flip side, I have had some really amazing experiences where I've been out to dinner or out eating with a friend, and somebody would come up and say, "How are you ladies doing?" Or I actually went to, if you watched my live stream last time, a few weeks ago, I talked about how much I love Sonic drive-ins, like the restaurants, because I go there all the time for their drinks. And I go there a lot, and when I pulled up, the car hop who came and brought out my order, he was like, "Hi ma'am, how are you?" And it just made me feel really good, and kind of like affirming the way that I'm trying to present myself to the world. And so, I have had some good experiences, so don't get me wrong. This isn't all about negative things that have happened, but I've kind of had an equal mixture of both so far. And what makes me nervous about this is when I'm going full-time at work here in a couple days, actually on Friday, so like 2 days from the time you guys see this, June 23rd, I know there's going to be mistakes, and I'm expecting mistakes. The problem is that it bothers me more than I thought that it would, so I think I'm going to struggle a little bit more when those mistakes are made compared to how I thought I would feel. But I really do think that the people who know and love me the most are going to adapt quickly to this. Because, let's face it, using the correct pronouns for somebody is just a sign of respect. It's disrespectful to call somebody by a different pronoun than they wish to be called, or misgendering somebody. I do realize mistakes happen, but it's disrespectful, especially if they don't make an effort to correct themselves. If they just kind of rock on with it, or if they're making like absolutely no attempt at even trying to call me by my preferred pronouns, then that's very disrespectful, because it dehumanizes who I am as a person, and it says that you don't respect me as a person, and you're just not going to respect my wishes or go by that. I'm saying respect an awful lot. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't know. So I'm kind of afraid about in a couple days how that's going to bother me and how I'm going to react. But I am expecting mistakes, and at this point I say I'm still okay with it, but we'll see how it goes on Friday. I'll make sure to tell you guys all about it in the live stream that I'm doing this coming Sunday on the 25th, which, by the way, actually happens to be my 8-month hormone anniversary. June 25th will be the live stream, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. So I've already scheduled it. It's already up on my channel page, so you can go ahead and go there and click on the set a reminder, or whatever it is that you want to do to help you remember. But I hope to see all you guys there. And remember, if you enjoy my videos, make sure you press the like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you guys, be kind and make good choices. And I'm going full time in 2 days. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So excited.